Simulator. Starter hit the lever. Runner's Dispatch. Not a bad beginning this one. Towards the inside, the Marines, yellow sleeves and cap. Winter's Air, nobody too keen to go. Gelidar is with the blinkers. Between them, Levi Roots. Aficionado, the favourite, is the white blinkers near the rail. On the outside, Sarik, that's with the blue cap. They're followed by Knockout Johnny, who races about 5 lengths off the leader. Roy's horses further back, then Well Bound. Power of One and Scott's Party, and Handsome Harvey's in the back seat. And that's racing about 10-11 lengths off the leader. Winter's Air is now the leader by about a length. Jalidar is second, the yellow cap of the Marines back third. Sarika's fourth, and Aficionado's at the rail, perfectly poised. That's the white blinkers, 4.5, 5 lengths to trace down. Well Bound is further back, Levi Roots is behind that one. Then comes Roy's horse, who's now about 6 or 7 lengths off the leader. Further back in the runner, Scott's Party, and then Power of One, and at the back, Handsome Harvey. It's still Winter's Air by a length. Jalidar is now raced up to its girth in second. The Marines is third, and then comes Sarik. Aficionado's at the rail with the white blinkers, 5 lengths to go. Levi Roots, and then comes Well Bound, Roy's horse. Knockout Johnny's behind that, then Scott's Party and Power of One, and Handsome Harvey. Top of the lane they come, 500 to go. Winter's Air brings them in, the Marines. Jalidar, Sarik. Aficionado's going to go through down the inside. Scott's Party still got about 5 or 6 to go. Winter's Air's the leader and comes out for a run. Jalidar, Aficionado, Sarik towards the outside. Winter's Air, Aficionado now throws out the challenge, and Aficionado now comes out at Winter's Air. These are the two. Winter's Air just the leader, but Aficionado, Sarik's taking off between them. Aficionado's holding on, and Aficionado won it. Winter's Air second, Sarik and Scott's Party. Number 11, Aficionado. The Visionaire is victorious and surprisingly did not end up the Toad favourite. Toad favourite ended up number 1, Scott's Party. But 11 wins it, Aficionado. Second, 5, Winter's Air. Sarik, take note of that run. Back in third, Scott's Party, Toad favourite, fourth. 7, Jalidar is further back in the run. They were followed by Roy's horse. And then came Power of One. As you heard, we'll probably get the gelding on Monday or Tuesday, Levi Roots, and then came the Marines. They were followed by Handsome Harvey. So the white blinkers, the stick will get changed from right to left on the white blinkers of Aficionado. Still very green. There's the stick change. Winter's Air is the leader on the right-hand side, and Sarik is taking off very nicely, but Aficionado continues to go, wins about a half or 3/4 of a length. Number 11 ends up at 320. Rest of the program, races 4 to 9. Remember, we're on the turf. There is no spur or the false rail. Until then, back to the studio.
Well, we've just seen the running of the third race, Sibongile in Gobane. It's a maiden plate over 2,400 meters. And the race won by the Mike de Kock train, son of Visionaire. His name is Aficionado, and partnered today by jockey Anthony Delpeche. And all the owners on course. Imran, the main guy, a big supporter of racing, and gentleman that's never misses a race meeting here in KZN. He's here with all his mates, and you saw the lead-in. A fantastic moment for them, and a great ride by jockey Anthony Delpeche. John has kindly excused himself from the Mike de Kock team, but we wait for jockey Delpeche. He's certainly coming up, and that provisional result, as I mentioned, was 11, 5, 13 and 1. And jockey Delpeche here riding the winner. Last time out was a mystery. I mean, after that encouraging debut, this horse was bitterly disappointing, but he certainly put his act together today.
Yeah, it was way too short for him. You know, he ran such a good race first time out. You know, they always ran a little bit fresher and a little bit scared, so he showed a little bit of speed and he ran a good race, but we knew that the trip was a little bit too short for him, so we slapped the blinkers on him and we put him over 2,000. He's still learning this horse. He still doesn't know what to do. Once he hit the front with me, he wanted to stop. So I think there's a bit more improvement there.
Just watching the race, you always had to keep him interested.
He's that kind of a horse. That's why we slapped the blinkers on him, because he's got no interest. He just wants to drop the bridle. But I think that's because he's still weak, and I still think he needs to learn. With more racing, he'll get better.
These boys that own the horse, they're part of the furniture when it comes to racing in KZN. Nice to see him have their colours to the fore today.
Yeah, it's nice to see they come to the big boys.
Before you leave us, Bonji, what about the balance of your rides? You like anything else?
Yeah, well, I think I've got Power King. I think he's a little bit short, but he'll be finishing very well at the end. And I ride in the last race for Mitchley. I think he's got a place chance. And yeah, you know, I'm just hoping today, and I was hoping this horse today would turn up, not the same horse as last time. And yeah, I think maybe he was my best ride, you know, and he won. So very happy for the boys. They're good for racing. So well done, and well done to John and Nathan and the boss, and to my sponsor Aventure. Well done.
Well done, Jockey Anthony Del Pescia in race number 3. Now, the guys have kindly asked me to be the spokesman for them. On behalf of Imran, I'd like to thank Mike de Kock for taking in their horse and kindly accepting their ownership to the stable. Mike, a big thank you from Imran and his family. They like to thank Jockey Anthony Del Pescia for a superb ride. And let's not forget the 2 stalwarts of Mike's here in KZN. That's Nathan and John. And I can tell you, they've already called the MR unit for some of the bookmakers here on course. I'm told some of these bookies will need resuscitation after this win. And this win is for SD, who's watching at home. You go, boy!